back to the Back Row Eagles Show. I'm your host, Michael Bauer. Wanted to get you guys an episode now. Like I said, next week is going to be a little bit delayed. Well, tonight is Tuesday. It is April 25th, 10:38 p.m. You're welcome for how extremely specific I'm being right now. Just had a couple, some news and notes pre-draft, and just one other thing I wanted to touch on. But, pardon me. With the draft going on, there's going to be some guys that I'm not sure if I'm going to want to watch some film. So next week's episode is probably going to be either Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on how much time I have to watch film on Sunday. I can't just be a complete piece of trash and watch the draft all weekend. I do have some parenting and husband things that I have to do. So hopefully I can get that to you guys as early as possible. The Dynasty Rewind is kind of slowing down with weekly breakdowns, so that film breakdown took a lot of my time up. So I'm going to have some free time after my wife goes to bed that I should be able to take care of that for you. So just some news and notes from around the league here. Some of these are great. Some of them are just complete BS in my opinion. So the Giants are apparently going for Herbert, Justin Herbert, who's the Oregon quarterback, at pick number 4, as per Bleacher Report. I don't know what to think about this. I think it's great if you're an Eagles fan, to be perfectly honest with you. It's one of those things where you have a new head coach, you're going to have another rookie quarterback coming in. I think it's kind of stupid if you're a Giants fan. I mean, you got Daniel Jones, who played really, really well. He got hurt. He only had one game last year where he had all his talent. The Back Row channel also has a Giants podcast done by Daniel Rozier. Great guy, great podcast. He doesn't drone on like I do. So, a little bit better than me in that regard. But I reached out to him to touch on this, and he did say, and Dan, I hope you don't mind me talking about this on my podcast, Joe Judge has never called Daniel Jones by name, kind of like how Bill Parcells was with T.O. down in Dallas. So that's just something interesting to think about there. In that case, Daniel Jones probably ends up in a Patriots uniform, because these are the things that happen. As per Bleacher Report, the Eagles are likely to draft a receiver. No fucking shit, Bleacher Report. Who is the journalist behind this? I mean, where did you go for journalism school? Full Sail University? No disrespect to somebody that went to Full Sail, but it's a little bit different than, Northwestern, maybe. Yeah, we're going to draft a wide receiver. You know why? Because you draft a wide receiver every freaking year. That's just what you do. You draft guys for depth, you draft special teams guys, you draft projects. That's what you do. It's clickbait. It's stupid. I just swiped away on my phone and I wrote it down so I could talk to you guys about it because it's just completely ridiculous. We're going to touch on wide receivers later. Speaking of wide receiver, there is one that's, this is actually a good content article right here. The Chiefs are likely or looking to trade up for Henry Ruggs out of Alabama. I like this for 2 reasons. 1, he fits the Chiefs system really, really well. And 2, I don't want that guy in Philadelphia. I don't. We already had Deshaun Jackson. We need a good ball-hawking possession receiver, not a guy like Henry Ruggs. Here's where it gets interesting. The Niners are open to trading picks 13 or 31, their first-round picks this year. They want more picks. They want to make moves, and I really, really like what the 49ers have done so far in this offseason. Okay. Also, Quan Alexander is up for trade. Probably get him cheap. My buddy Slack did mention that a lot of injuries could probably get him real cheap. I love the idea. The dude's a mauler when he's on the field, so he's open for trade. The 49ers are not doing what the Rams did a couple years ago, where the Rams lost the Super Bowl and said, well, let's keep the gang together and give it a go again. Now, the 49ers realized where their deficiencies were, and they're going to move on from it. Okay, and that's fantastic. So my solution to this is send Alshon Jeffrey, eat some of his cap hit, and get the pick 31 back, package up 21 and 31, and move up and get CeeDee Lamb. The 49ers are going to need wide receiver help. Emmanuel Sanders is now in New Orleans, which, by the way, I love that landing spot for Emmanuel Sanders. If we were a team that didn't need so much wide receiver help, I would have said that he would be a great addition to this team. Just kind of like a real savvy route runner, just a great veteran presence. But good luck to you in New Orleans. Although I hate Sean Payton, it's screw that guy. And Dallas is apparently interested in Marquise Goodwin. So there's going to be a hole there. Deebo Samuel's in San Francisco. I like Deebo Samuel a lot. He's going to be a second-year guy. They also have Jalen Hurd, another second-year guy. He was hurt last year. Trent Taylor was supposed to be a thing last year, and then he got hurt. So the 49ers could really use an established wide receiver. Alshon Jeffrey could be that guy. Go out there, run your ugly routes, be injured, take your locker room cancer sore into San Francisco. You can go shit on sidewalks out there. Nobody really cares what goes on out there. Some Jaguars news, because everybody cares. They might trade Leonard Fournette, and they should. Last year of his deal, he's been really inconsistent aside from last year. If they don't move him before camp, I think they move him in camp or before the trade deadline. You fantasy players out there, don't go scooping up Raquel Armstead. Just don't be that guy. If you could get him cheap or you have him because of the fact that you wanted Fournette's handcuff, that's fine. He's replaceable. I know if you're an Eagles fan, you might be a Temple fan too. No one's perfect. Seriously, just cheer for Penn State. Don't put that on yourself by cheering for Temple. But I know Raquel Armstead went to Temple. He didn't do much in the American Conference. I think that's what the conference is because nobody really cares about Temple football. They're going to draft somebody. It's that easy. They also released Marquise Lee. He had 18 yards receiving last year or something like that. I think he'd be a great stopgap for the Birds. And I don't mean that he's going to be coming to be a wide receiver one for this team. I don't mean that at all. But you can, with a healthy Marquise Lee, you can get the same production out of him that you got out of Alshon Jeffrey. And he was, unlike Alshon Jeffrey, this guy's going to be happy to have a freaking job. It's that easy. Sign Marquise Lee, veteran minimum. Load it with contracts. Howie, do your thing. Come on, dude, just do something. Do something. It's like that movie clip where y'all want to see a dead body? That's the Eagles offseason so far this year. Okay, and don't send pick 21 for Yannick Ngakoue. Porkman, I hope I said it right. If not, whatever. You'll get over it. You're fine. You're a big boy. I know you are. It's when you got the two consonants next to each other, I screw up. Sorry. So the big news of today, setting the Twitter world ablaze while I was trying to work, Rob Gronkowski said that he wants to play. And he notified New England Patriots he wants to play, but he doesn't want to play for them. He wants to play in Tampa Bay. So now he's a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. They sent him in a 7th-round pick for a 4th-round pick. So you're going to send one of the greatest tight ends in history and a 7th, and you're going to get a 4th-round pick back? You didn't even try to get O.J. Howard? What? Is Belichick off his rocker? Is his hoodie cinched too tight? I don't know. Maybe O.J. Howard is that bad. And I'll say this. One thing that the Patriots do really, really well, they probably do it better than any other team in the NFL, is scout players. So last year when there was the narrative of Rosen to the Patriots, Howard to the Patriots, neither of that happened. You have to pay attention to things like that. You really, really do. Because like I said, the Patriots are fantastic at scouting people, be it skill set or character issues. They know what they're doing. So if the Patriots don't want them, it's either they cost too much money or they're not good. It's that easy. And they're smart in the sense of when someone says, hey, I want to play, but I don't want to play for you, they just go, okay, great, bye. They don't let that person be a locker room cancer. When Randy Moss became a cancer in the locker room, they shipped his ass out. They don't care how many yards or touchdowns you catch. They don't care. If you're a cancer, you're gone. It's that easy. And that's what we need to do in Philadelphia. That's what we need to do with Alshon Jeffrey. I understand Carson Wentz had some problems. He was a little spoiled brat. You know what? Hey, when you're a dude that has your ass kissed your entire life, you're going to be a brat. But he's manned up. And he said, hey, listen, I understand that I was wrong, and I'm going to do what I need to do to be a good teammate and a good leader. And I love it. I love it. I really do. It shows a lot of growth. But there's one piece of news that I'd really, really like to touch on. And then we're going to wrap the show up. It's a bit of a rant. If you've heard my rants before, Danny Cannell, I'm still waiting for you to respond. You're scared. That's fine. Be scared. I don't care. But I want to take a minute, and I want to talk about Baylor wide receiver Denzel Mims.
There's one thing I want you to do for me.
What?
Come here.
What?
Win. Win.
what you gotta do. Do it.
How you feel what's about to happen on this field, man? They ain't gonna get it to us. We got to take it. They want to black out. We gonna give them a black out. Stay together and keep fighting. Down. It's time to knuckle up. Do everything they move. Touchdown. Brian Westbrook, he scored. Touchdown. And the Eagles win. The Eagles win. Let's get into it all day. Relentless, relentless, relentless. Are you spirit? Are you power? Are you love? Give me what you got. Right now. Right now. You ain't ready for a fight. Go ahead and go home. Because that's what this gonna be for 4 quarters. A fight. We always win when we fight together. That's how winning is done.
Now get out there and do it.
So do you remember when I was ranting and raving about how much I love Denzel Mims? Remember that? I still like Denzel Mims' skill set. And I think he's going to be a very, very great wide receiver in the NFL. He might not be a DeAndre Hopkins. He might not have the longevity career of a Larry Fitzgerald. He's definitely not a Marvin Harrison because he's a lot bigger. He's not going to be an Odell Beckham because I don't think he's a knucklehead. No disrespect to Odell Beckham, but you know what you are. The one thing that I can't stand is the fact that Denzel Mims is so soft he should be served at Dairy Queen. What do I mean by that? Okay, this young man here is 6'3". I think he weighed in at the NFL Combine at 207 pounds. So you're 6'3", you're 207. You're long, you're lean, you're muscular. Okay? Unfortunately, Denzel Mims says he was very scared when he first visited Philadelphia. Now, this is courtesy of bleedinggreennation.com. I didn't write it down. I'm going to kind of dictate a little bit of this article to you here. Okay, let's talk about Denzel Mims. Now, apparently, the Eagles have been in contact with him constantly, like 4 or 5 times in 1 week. Okay. He should be there at 21. He could. Okay. But this is what Denzel Mims said about the city of Philadelphia. I went with a couple teammates and my head coach. We went up there and just spent a lot of time together. In the experience I had, I was very scared. I wasn't familiar with the whole city, and it was a lot going on. You see a lot of people that look scary, and I'm not part of that. I don't like that. I mean, I had a bad experience, you could say, going up there that first time. But I feel like if I go there more and if I get familiar with it, I'll have a great time. Dude, don't bother. I'm going to tell you right now, don't even bother. No. Don't. This right here has soured Eagles fans. I can't think of a single Eagles fan that I know that hasn't heard of this or read an article similar to this. Now, I understand that you are from Dangerfield, Texas. Danger has an I in it. I don't understand how you put an I in it. I guess everything's bigger in Texas, even misspelling shit. The internet tells this article's writer that it has a population of 2,380. I live in Northampton, Pennsylvania, which is home of Atlas Cement, a now defunct cement company. We made most of the cement for the Erie Canal. You're welcome. Roughly the size of Dangerfield, Texas. Less cows, I would assume. Although, I don't know, you should have seen some of the girls I went to school with. You can make a decision on your own. I'm not afraid when I go to Philadelphia. Okay. He goes to school in Waco, Texas. Great place. Sure. Has a population of 138,000 people. Now, I understand Philadelphia, according to this article, has 1.5 million people. But dude, come on. You're 6'3". You're packed with muscle. You're gonna be a professional athlete. I'm gonna quote my buddy Slack again. Sack up. Seriously, do I need to show you around? Like seriously. Okay, as far as the coaching staff, I feel like the coaching staff is great. I feel like they're unbelievable. I feel like they're the same kind of coaching staff that I had at Baylor. That's a good thing. Sure. Very loving, cares about you, and just wants the best for you. And so I feel like if I go there, it'd be a great fit for me because I feel like I'm home with them. So you're afraid of the city, but you feel like it would be a great fit. I don't know. What do we think about this guy right now? I don't understand what to say. Like seriously, dude. You're afraid of the city, but you'd love to come here. Look, most athletes that play in Philadelphia, they live in southern Jersey anyway, for some reason. I don't know why. Some people choose to live in New Jersey voluntarily. Let me ruffle my papers here so you hear it. I have the draft order. Let's see where Denzel Mims could go. There's a lot of wide receiver needy teams out there. He's not going to go in the top 5. He's not that good. Cincinnati Bengals. Hey, you can go to the Queen City. Washington Redskins. A lot of crime in D.C. Detroit Lions. Detroit's a great place. I hear it's nice, especially in the winter. New York Giants. I don't think they need a wide receiver. The Dolphins. There you go. The Dolphins could use a wide out. It's very nice and sunny. You can go there. Los Angeles Chargers. They could use some more wide receiver help. You could play in front of 5,000 people every week. The Panthers, no, you're not going to go there. The Cardinals, no, they're not going to take you at 8. They don't want to waste a draft pick. Jaguars, there you go. You could play in front of 7,000 people. That'd be great. Sure, Jacksonville's a sweet city. Cleveland, they don't need wide receiver help. Although I don't know, there's rumors that Odell Beckham might get traded. Here you go. The New York Jets, they could use wide receiver, but New York's a really big, scary city. I don't know about that. Las Vegas Raiders, a lot of gambling in Las Vegas. People get drunk. I don't know about that. San Francisco 49ers, people poop on the sidewalks, and it's a sanctuary city. There's a lot of crime. Tampa Bay at 14, they're pretty set at wide receiver. Denver, maybe, but they're probably going to want to take someone that's better than you. Atlanta, they're set at wide receiver. They have Julio Jones and Calvin Ridley. Dallas Cowboys, that's probably where he wants to go since he's from Texas, and I get that. Hey, you want to play for your hometown team? Just say, I'd love to play for Philadelphia. I'd prefer to be a Cowboy. I'll think more of a man of you than what I am right now. Again, the Miami Dolphins at 18. This seems to be more around his range. Las Vegas Raiders, touched on them. Jaguars, touched on them. Philadelphia 21. Guess you can't go there. The Vikings, they did just trade Stephon Diggs. You're in a dome. You're nice and safe. Maybe Minnesota. The New England Patriots. I don't know, a lot of massholes up there, I guess. Okay, the Saints are at 24. They got Michael Thomas, and that's all Drew Brees throws to, so you'd be useless there. Minnesota Vikings, again, at 25. We already touched on them. The Dolphins at 26. Dude, Miami, what are you doing? Jeez. Really stacking up there. Seattle's at 27. Everybody's great in Seattle. There you go. That'd be a good spot for you. The Ravens at 28. I don't know. Baltimore's alone. The Titans at 29. There you go. I had a great time in Nashville. You would love Tennessee. Here we go. Green Bay Packers at number 30. It's a match made in heaven. Everybody in Green Bay is so friendly. There you go. I hope Denzel Mims goes to the Green Bay Packers. Also, it would be a good fit. Aaron Rodgers, you drop one ball, he'll never throw it to you again. With a shitty mustache. Dude, shave that thing. Seriously, have a little self-respect. Danica Patrick's not an upgrade over Olivia Munn. I'm just going to throw that out there. Oh, honorable mention. They don't have a first-round pick, but Chicago. Lots of crime in Chicago, Denzel. How do we move on from something like this? Seriously, as Eagles fans, if they draft this dude, how do we move on? You know what you are, Eagles fans. You're harsh. You're going to be the biggest critic of not only ourselves, but the people that put on this uniform. That's just how it is. That's how it's always been. That's how I always remember it being. And I'm proud of that. That's the way it is. It's a very honest and open city. But if this is the case, and he's afraid of the city, man, give me Justin Jefferson at 21. Make the trade up for CeeDee Lamb. Guarantee you CeeDee Lamb and Justin Jefferson aren't afraid. And the more I hear about Justin Jefferson, the more I like. I think he was a two-star recruit, basically got a scholarship because his brother played there. The dude worked so hard to get where he is. So the more I think about it, the more I think Justin Jefferson might be the guy for this city after all. I guess we're going to see. The draft is in 2 days. I'm really excited. I can't wait. You know, it's just going to be fantastic. I love the draft. It's going to be all virtual this year. I heard that they ironed out all the flaws with that. So we should be good to go there. So that's going to wrap it up for me. Just wanted to get some out to you guys. Let you know, hey, there's some things going on. Wanted to rant about Denzel Mims being a little bitch for a little bit. So look for Denzel Mims at Dairy Queen. You know, maybe not even Dairy Queen. Maybe he'll be at Mr. Softy on the Wildwood Boardwalk down the shore. So, hey, listen, until next week, everybody, just remember, no one likes us. We don't care. You can find me on Twitter at TheMBauer85. Follow the show at Back Row Birds. Make sure you subscribe, rate, and review. Those Jets boys are right behind us, but don't forget, there's 2 of them and only 1 of me. And we're not that far ahead. Until next week, everybody. Thanks again.